you want a pen?
Yeah, go on, because I have forgotten mine again.
Do you want the red one, or do you want the...
Red one, Liverpool.
Do you want the vacation one? Look at that.
Where's the vacation? Oh,
Look,
holiday.
It's from a brand. Look at that. She's on a Lilo.
Oh, God, it's one of them ones you tip and it goes down.
Yeah.
Where did you find this thing?
I think I got it with some sun cream, actually.
Did you ever see the one with the nudie girls? You do that?
No,
the clothes would fall off.
No, I'm a good boy, I am.
I think I've got one of them. Oh, I'm sticking with this one then. Okay.
Yeah, you stick with that one.
All right, let's go.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Welcome to Fish and Brits, the very British podcast from very Floridian America, where we break down the strange things that happen both sides of the pond,
make sense of our lives as Brits among the USA locals, answer your burning questions,
and dust off our ever-failing memories of life back in England. I'm Adam Graham, and I use a teapot.
I'm Wayne Ruffley, and I use a mug.
There you go. Oh, the amount of tea I've drunk last week, just based on our last week's conversation.
Oh, yeah. Did you crank your pot up, did you?
I did. Just a couple of days ago, I got a full one in there. I had to remember my rules of how many tea bags you put in. I don't think we covered that.
How many did you put in?
One for each cup, plus one for the pot.
Oh, see, when I make a pot, I put 2 in.
Well, how many's drinking out of it?
Me.
Well, do you fill the pot up completely?
Yeah.
Well,
more water equals more tea bags.
Yeah, but that's too weak, isn't it?
No, it's one every day.
Jesus Lord. All right, then, here we are. Episode 5. We are halfway through the season.
What? How has that happened?
I don't know, but if you've stuck with us so long, thank you. It's only uphill from here because, well, you've heard our first ones. That's about it. It's the end of July. It's halfway through the season. Where's time gone?
Mate, I don't know. It's been zipping past with these, all of a sudden it's like, wait, a new episode drops tomorrow. What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's been great. And I think I've said this every podcast, but everybody that comes up to us is just bragging on how great it is. And I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah.
Because, we did this as like, let's see what happens. But now we're like, I think we're full in.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
This is, it's been great.
If you joined us in the last week, obviously last week we mentioned that we had our safety episode, one just to make sure that we get something out there in case of issues.
Yep.
And we would like to welcome producer Owen back to the studio, who was feeling rough as a dog's bum last week.
Yeah, welcome back, Owen.
We hope you're
back
feeling
from the
better.
dead.
Glad to see you here. You're all good. You're not contagious. None of that. All right, that's convincing.
Yeah, that was. I'm ready
not
to go
that I
now.
know of.
Oh boy,
It's like a zombie movie across from me.
Yeah, he looks like one anyway.
So, how's your week been?
Week's been good. I was very busy. How was your week?
You know what? About the same as you, because I spent most of it with you.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah.
We had a good time on Saturday. Was that Saturday?
What was? Yeah, Saturday.
We went to see Miss Janet Jackson.
Oh my God, a lifelong wait for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been waiting since 1989 to see her in person.
I wasn't waiting that long because I was 3 in 1989.
Shut your face. Shut up, you little boy. 1989, Rhythm Nation dropped, and I discovered who Janet Jackson was.
Yeah.
And I went, hello, who are you? You're Janet Jackson and you're nasty. But, a fun story, because, the morning before we went to the show, of course, I messaged my old friend from school, Leon Davis.
Oh, yeah, Leon Davis.
Love Leon. And we were schoolmates we went to Audit Street together.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we bounced up to Allsop, schools we've covered, we became really good friends. And he lived down the street from me.
Right.
One of my top mates in Liverpool growing up as a kid. And I remember when Rhythm Nation dropped, one night we go to Leon's house, and it was me and our other mate, Lee Shaw. And we decided, let's learn the dance routine to Rhythm Nation. So we did it. We had the old VCR video cassette. Do you know what those are, Adam, young man? We had the VCR going. So we'd rewind.
I do. My grandmother had one.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's the first F. I'm going to get fined at F, Joe.
Oh,
anyway, we'll cover that. So anyway, so we rewind the tape, play it again, rewind the tape, and we were at Leon's house. So probably, I want to say midnight is how it felt now that I'm having memory flashbacks of me and him. Lee fell asleep on the couch. He crashed. He'd had enough.
Yeah.
And, we learned the dance routine to Rhythm Nation.
Can you still do it?
For what? No, I can't still do it. Well, you saw me at the show. I mean, I did a little bit of it.
You did a little bit.
A little bit.
I've got a bit on video, don't I?
So seeing Miss Jackson was absolutely amazing. Did you enjoy the show?
I did. Obviously, she wasn't a big favorite star to me growing up, but I knew who she was, and she's one of those people that has just always been around, And even if you don't like her music, you know her.
Yeah.
And I knew a lot of the songs that were there that we listened to, and she was fantastic. I mean, was she in her 50s or 60s?
I think she's 58.
She's late 50s, isn't she?
Yeah, I think she's up. I think she's 10 years older than
She could run rings around.
Run rings
around a lot of the performers that we've come across over our years.
Oh, mate. I mean, she was fantastic. And she did work smart. She worked that, the dancers around her went. But when it was time to go, she went. And it was like, whoa.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a great show.
I tell you who support for her was Nelly. Yeah. Surprised me how much I enjoyed a 40-minute Nelly set.
He was pretty good.
It was fantastic.
I was with you. I think at one point I jumped up on my feet and was like, hey.
Yeah, I mean, for a warm-up band, an act that's meant to get a crowd going, absolutely.
Yeah, he did the job. It was
good. It was a great time. It set the tone for the whole week, really.
Yeah.
We have had a good
week.
week.
Janet Jackson.
Obviously, last week we were out, but in the week before, we did have the Euro final that we do have to touch back on a little bit.
Do we?
We do, because I think we said about it on an episode, I think maybe episode 3, that we think that maybe they're putting people into a false sense of security and they're going to bring it out at the end. I think that's exactly what they did. I think that was a respectable way to go out. We didn't win because we're England. It's what we do. But we went out with our heads held high.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a great game. And I honestly think that the better team just won that day. It was a good game. It wasn't like a blowout. It wasn't like, it was a good game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was bummed we didn't win, but,
Right.
next time.
Obviously, management's going to change for the next tournament.
Yeah, they didn't bring it home, and they didn't bring the manager home either.
No.
He's gone.
He's still there in Germany. Last seen in Dusseldorf. But I look forward to seeing what we're going to do in the World Cup in 2 years' time.
Yeah, when Jurgen takes over.
You think that's who it's going to be?
I don't know, mate. I think it might be Klopp. I think he's in the running, and I think he'd be great I think he would be great.
Yeah,
a great leader for that team.
All right, we'll
see what happens.
We'll put a pin on that now. But Jurgen Klopp could be
that's
the manager.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
What else? What's happened?
Speaking of sports, we've got the Olympics starting this week.
Oh,
I love the Olympics. Do you follow them?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not like, oh God, I've got to be home by 12 to watch curling.
Sure.
But excited.
Well, that would be the Winter Olympics.
Whatever.
So you've got 2 years to wait for that one.
Yeah, whatever. But this year, breakdancing.
That's right.
What? Breakdancing's in the Olympics.
And Snoop is a spokesperson for the Olympics.
Yeah. It's going to be a good Olympics.
I think so. And in Paris, they've got a great history of culture and sport over there, so that'll be cool. I was looking at some of the stuff with the Olympics. Did you watch it took me back to the time that England held, the Great Britain Olympics a few years ago. You remember that with the opening ceremony? They had double-decker buses. They had black cabs. They had the Queen parachuting in with James Bond.
007.
And, of course, the Spice Girls.
Yeah, of course. Your favourite.
My favourite. They were there.
He's a massive Spice Girl. Did you know that? Are you as well, Owen?
There you go.
Oh, my God.
If you want to be mine.
Okay, you don't have to sing it.
Is it better if I look at you when I sing that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Right into my eye.
Stop right now.
Exactly. Stop right now.
But I just hope that the front.
Who's your Spice Girl?
Who's your Spice Girl? Oh,
Sporty Spice. She's
well, of course
Liverpool.
you have to go for the Scouts.
Of course I have to, don't I?
Jerry, absolutely.
Of
There
course,
you
you
go.
perverts.
Ginger Spice. What?
Nothing.
Yeah.
She was a good. She was a good singer.
Was she? I
Yes.
saw the audition tapes.
Oh goodness me. That is a national treasure you're speaking of right there.
Okay, is it?
It could well be. But yeah, best of luck to all the Englands and the teams from
America, where we live.
Yeah, from there.
Yeah, that's what I like about the that kind of stuff now, is that I get to support both countries. Do you do that? Do you find yourself like egging on one or the other, or are you like, no, you don't do that, Owen?
It's very hard to support the American sports teams because they're just not as good.
True, but okay. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, everyone. I like to get involved with everything. Okay,
I like to follow. I mean, you and I have been to the local football here, the Orlando
yeah.
City Soccer, plenty of times.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we're
we're
Orlando City soccer fans.
yeah, we're big supporters
we're
there.
full in with them.
But we saw them play my team, Arsenal, a couple of years ago. Wasn't really on the same league, was it?
No, it was a bit of a blowout.
I think Arsenal had the first goal in like the first 4 minutes.
I think you're giving them a bit of credit there.
Yeah.
It was faster than that.
I think they won before they stepped out on the pitch, really.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but if Orlando City would like to sponsor this
Yeah,
podcast,
Orlando
then
City, we love you. We are
They're
massive fans.
more than welcome to.
Yeah, we do love it. Hey, just thinking, Olympic fact. My dad almost went to the Olympics for archery.
Is that right?
Yeah, and I was just telling JC about this last night because what were we watching last night? We were watching something about the basketball. I forget what we were watching now. I've been drinking. Anyway, my dad was supposed to go to the Olympics for archery because my dad was he'd won many titles in England with his longbow.
Right.
But what happened was, and in the 90s, my dad lost his mind because what happened was they didn't allow him on the team because he did a television spot for Noel Edmonds.
Oh,
And they considered that professional. So because he was professional, they wouldn't let him
right.
go. So that was mental. So then when the U.S. put the dream team of your Jordans and your Shaqs and your everybody that was on that team,
Yeah.
they went and, of course, annihilated the world's basketball teams because they're professional basketball players.
Right.
And from the NBA. My dad was like, hang on a minute. I did Noel Edmonds' breakfast show and I got kicked off.
Right.
But Shaquille O'Neal's dunking on Germany. What's going on here? So anyway,
I think we've got that
Yeah.
in common, actually. I need to work out what the story is. I need to call my mum on this one. But my grandpa, her dad, had something to do with qualifying for the Olympics with rifle shooting.
oh yeah, my dad did rifle too.
Yeah, a
22,
bit of that. I remember that with I don't know whether it was clay pigeon or something like that. But yeah, that was him. I need to.
I've
I
got
need
more
to find
stuff.
what that is.
I shot with the Olympic team. Have I told you that? The American Olympic team.
No, well, mine was England, not
man.
America. so-
Good grief, yeah. Shot pigeons with I forget their names. Sorry, apologies. I did a trick roping gig out in some other place.
Clay pigeons, you mean?
Anyway, yeah, the clay pigeons.
Yeah.
And so the team were there, and they're like, "Would you like to shoot the gun?" I was like, "Yes." I was there spinning trick ropes for what's his name, Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. It's this big thing at Sun Valley, Idaho, right? They all come together.
You were on Epstein Island.
And we were
weren't you?
not saying that much, but I was there for the trick roping and being with the kids, doing entertaining the kids and stuff with the trick roping. Ended up with this performer he was not a performer. He was a stunt guy from he was in Dancing with Wolves, Native American guy. I've got all the pictures to back this up somewhere, but yeah, we went and the Olympic shooting team were there. The two, it was the male and the female of both squads, and they were there teaching the kids how to shoot the. So I got to have a go.
Nice.
And I didn't hit anything. So there you go.
I've done that once. It's fun.
Moving on. What
I
else
did
you
that
do?
over a farm in England.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was good. I wasn't bad. I hit a couple of them. No, that was a good time. I can't remember. I think that was in Hampshire that I did that one. But yeah, very nice, very nice.
Speaking of sports, did my wrestling show the past weekend. That was good.
Yeah,
You can go on TikTok and watch me absolutely eat it.
yeah.
By that, I mean the concrete.
Oh
Took a
dear.
bit of a slip and a fall, didn't I?
Oh,
Right on my back.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, it was not pleasant. Remember how I talked about when we talked about wrestling, how I said, oh, it's not fake
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And, yeah, and so I get up and the bad guy, he grabs me, socks me in the face, and then I went straight to the concrete instead of on the apron of the ring.
Is that why your face is like that?
Yeah, sideways. I landed completely flat on my back. But anyway, you can see that on TikTok if you want to look me up.
No days off work. You were still there at the fairgrounds.
No, I'm a professional, man.
Excellent,
Oh my
excellent.
gosh,
It's been a good week of work, I think, as well. Getting a little warmer out here in Florida.
Yeah, it was good. Oh,
know.
JC sang the national anthem at the wrestling thing as well. I was
Did she?
very proud of her.
Good job.
Very proud of her.
Wait. Which national anthem?
The American national anthem, because we're in America doing
We'll allow
an
it.
American wrestling
We'll
show.
allow it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, congratulations to her.
What else has been going on? How's the fam this week?
Good. Bryson he's not been leading any revolutions with his soccer ball lately. I got to go and see him swimming this week. Chris, my wife, she usually takes him on Mondays, but I was actually off Monday evening. It's usually my grocery shopping time, so I got to watch them do that, and that was fun. And it was raining outside, so my dinner plans got cancelled, so we didn't do that. But no, that was good to see them swimming.
That's good.
I don't get in there with them because no kids need to grow up to see, this beach whale swimming around and all of that.
Yeah, you did show me that video this week.
Yeah,
that was fun. That was fun.
With me with Bryson swimming. Yeah, that'll never see the light of day. Stomach bouncing up to my earlobes.
Yeah, it's fun. I got to walk in with Chris this morning and at the
fairgrounds.
fairground. Yeah, so we walked in together this
morning.
morning.
Yes, my missus, she does work at the fairgrounds with us. She used to be a little more active dancer. But then as various things have changed in careers and various things at the fairgrounds, she takes a little backstage role now and keeps us in check, doesn't she?
Yeah. You more than me.
Yeah, there's that. But
no, she keeps me in check too.
Yeah, that's been very cool to see, actually. The transition from performer to doing something a little different, but still within the same aspect of the fairgrounds that's been really cool to see over the last couple of years. Especially in this industry when nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah, no. We go year to year on our
absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's like, even though fairgrounds are great, we every year it's like, well, do I get to do this again?
Do we get to go and man the Ferris wheel for another year?
Yeah, different things come up. Certain jobs they're good for whatever, but with what we do as performers, it's a yearly contract. I'll say it. It's a yearly contract with the fair. So we're very fortunate to be around. In fact, speaking of, I've just celebrated an anniversary with one of the fairgrounds.
Oh, good for you.
26 years.
You started when I was 11.
Again, we're going to leave your age out of this podcast and my age out of this podcast. It's going to be great. But anyway, so it's good to see Chris this morning.
Excellent. Well, shall we move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
I think it's time for 11s. Let's hear those bells.
What is this?
Oh.
Wait, we're a bit early.
It's a little different. No, we're not early.
It's a Father Christmas.
Because it is that time of the year. We're halfway through. We are Christmas in July, Mr. Ruffley.
God, it's too hot for Christmas.
It's never too hot for Christmas.
I wish you could say.
And
this bloody red lights and green lights.
Yeah,
what
I didn't
doing?
expect. What'd you get? The lights of Amsterdam. Good grief.
Was I not in this group chat?
You were not in this group chat. No, we have a separate one going on when there's things for Wayne.
You know what would be good? An ice blower in here. That'd be good.
An ice blower.
Sorry, I'm making fun.
But in aid of us being able to announce that although this is a 10-episode season, we will be back for the Christmas special, the Fish and Brits Christmas special, coming this December.
All right.
So, if you're starting to think about the way that Christmas runs in the UK, the traditions that we have, get those in. Go to fishandbrits.com. You will find the link on there to get in touch with us or email us at fishandbrits@gmail.com. We're going to give you a bumper Christmas special episode come December. It'll be a little longer than we already keep you held on here with a lot of fun and surprises. But to give you a little taste of that.
Fun and surprises, let's go.
Quite literally a little taste of that. We have a few things today.
Do you know what's coming?
Oh, yes, he does.
Why does Owen know everything and I know nothing?
It's a separate group chat. You should get in on it.
Grief.
Mr. Ruffley, we're getting fancy today.
Oh, it's got a stem on it.
Tiny little stem glasses.
Oh,
do you have yours ready, Owen?
There.
Oh, you do.
Look,
My
it is.
goodness, yours are fancy.
It's that crystal.
You've got that. My God, you've got that producer wage going on that
I
side.
just clinked my glass on the stupid.
Well, don't. I got these from Cooper's Hawk. Mr. Ruffley.
Is this wine? Because I don't do wine.
It's not wine.
Okay.
I know you don't do wine.
I don't do wine. Why's it got a jumper on it?
Well, because it's Christmas, isn't it?
A sweater.
Look at that.
You even got a crisp. Wait, hang on.
Get
You've
a little,
even got a
get a
Christmas
little picture of that there.
cardigan
Look at
for your. Hold on, let me suck this stomach in because I put a pound on this week.
You put a pound on. I took a pound off.
Can you get me in there looking like it?
Yes, the bottle has a sweater on it.
Why has it got a?
Well, because it's Christmas.
A sweater. It's a
and
jumper.
inside
Christmas
here,
jumper.
we have a bottle of port.
Okay.
Now, I know you don't do wine.
I don't at all. Like,
so
at
this
all.
isn't wine. This is port wine.
Yeah.
Fun story with this. It was going to be something. Hang on. Let's see if we can get the cork on this.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
That was a good sound effect.
Yes, it's his birthday.
Not yet. It's July.
Not yet. Here, shall I pour?
Just give me a tiny.
You'll be
I'm
all
not,
right.
we'll see if I like it or not.
You'll be fine.
No, that's enough.
You'll be fine. Hold on to that for a moment.
Do I have to spin it around in the glass like
No,
a fancy
It's port wine.
frou? You don't smell this stuff.
You can give it a sniff.
Yeah, no, I'm not drinking that.
You'll be fine.
I'm not drinking that.
You'll be all right.
No, I've just smelt it, and that was a mistake. I should have just downed it.
Be all right.
Do I have to rinse it in my teeth and then spit it out?
No, it's port. You drink
I
it
don't
like
know
a
how
Scotch.
you do it. I'm not fancy lad like you, fancy lad.
So, yes,
Owen's well happy. Look at him. He's chuffed. He's
for me,
chuffed.
Christmas was a new bottle of port.
Okay.
And that's what this one came from. This is actually Graham's port.
Of course it is.
Because
Named after you.
almost it's named after the clan that the Graham clan was part of.
Can you say that?
And it's got out, yes, it's the Scottish clan.
Oh, Scott.
Good grief.
We're in Florida.
And on the back, it has our clan logo on there,
Oh.
which we have a phrase. The motto of the Graham clan is "Ne oublie." You know what that means?
No clue.
Never forget. And if you know me,
You don't live by that.
yes, I do.
I'm joking.
If you wrong me, my goodness,
That's me.
that's you.
I forgot half my notes that I was going to talk about in the opening.
Well, cheers, Merry Christmas,
Okay.
Happy Christmas,
Cheers,
all of the
everybody.
above.
Clinky, clinky, and congaloosh.
There you go.
Am I okay to say congaloosh? I've said it every
Probably
time.
not. Actually, I've thought about that.
I don't want to drink this.
Oh, it's lovely. It's not. I know you think it's vinegary. It's very sweet. Oh,
Okay. Hang on.
right?
Hang on.
Isn't that nice?
Dry.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
No, it's not.
What's the
And
age
no-
on that? The age on
The age on this one is.
I'm shocked. I thought I was going to be like, no.
It's reserved, so it could be a. I think it's a blend of aged ones on that.
Probably 8.
Yeah, something like that. It's nice, isn't it?
Damn it, Adam.
Yeah,
that's
I told
not
you.
bad.
A bit of port at Christmas that warms you up quite nicely.
It's already warming me up.
Yeah, you have that in front of the glass.
It's not just this crap air
in front of the
conditioning.
glass.
I'm joking.
You have that in front of the fire. A little bit of something.
What fire? I live in Florida. I don't need a fire.
I have a
It's
fire.
outside.
I have a fire.
I know you do. Actually, you know what? That is not bad. That is.
right. I would never lead you astray, Mr.
This
Ruffley.
might make my wife Jennifer very happy
There you go.
that we could share a glass of something frou-frou.
This
in
is
a stem.
This is actually my bottle from Christmas last year. That was a gift to me last year.
Oh, well, thanks for sharing it with us.
I think from my dad.
Cheers, Dad.
And
Graham.
the reason why
Your dad's boss.
it
I
is
love your
here is it was going to be mulled wine,
Okay.
which is a hot festive wine.
Uh-huh.
And Chris can attest to this, that I was preparing. I had, at 5 p.m. today, I had a saucepan on the stove and I was making this mulled wine. And then I went, it's got bloody cinnamon in it.
Oh, you'd have
He's
killed
allergic to cinnamon.
me. Oh, you'd have killed me.
I'd have killed you. Like, straight up killed you.
Well, thanks for not finishing.
I wasted a vat. Chris is drinking mulled wine at 5 p.m.
Oh,
today.
no, I'm sorry.
I had a little half glass. I'm like, I've got to drive, but can't waste the whole thing.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So there was
Yeah,
a
I'm
whole
allergic.
vat of it.
I'm allergic to cinnamon.
But it's time to have a little snack with it.
Well, yeah, why not? I'm feeling... This is
Why not? And
wine
this,
or not?
these are locally produced.
Was that
This is
Chinese?
something- Yeah, it is a Chinese. It's in a little silver package.
How's the
From
noodles?
a company called Magnolia Chocolate Cherries.
Oh.
These were something that we used to get every Christmas, and I actually still order these here in the States.
Yeah, I love chocolate cherries.
From Magnolia. These are whiskey-soaked, handmade cherries.
Trying to do to me.
There you go.
Whiskey, they're nice. Did
Go
you make
on,
them?
Owen. I didn't know these came from Magnolia Chocolate Cherries. I'll
You
put the
just said
link
that.
up online. And these are handmade here in Orlando. So if you're looking
Oh.
for anything as a good Christmas present,
Yeah, Magnolia, what is it? Say it again.
Magnolia Chocolate Cherries.
From Orlando, downtown.
Yep. How about that?
Holy. There's a bit of drink in there.
A bit of drink in there. My goodness. Would you like to drink your cherries?
Holy mackerel.
It brings me back to when my dad makes a Christmas cake every year, doesn't he?
Oh, mate, it's the best Christmas cake ever.
You and I got pissed on cake one day.
We did. I'm not saying we were at the fairground.
We took it to the fairgrounds, not thinking too much about it. But
yeah.
it wasn't... The alcohol in it wasn't actually baked off.
Fully?
He feeds liquor to the cake over the weeks beforehand and just pours it on the baked cake so it soaks in. So you and I were very merry.
Yeah. And it was shocking.
Yeah, you could...
We weren't expecting it. That was the shocker.
Do a
and I was
shot
like,
of
we're
cake.
done. We're done eating that.
But we can't just do that.
This is a great 11sies. Wait, there's more?
Oh, there's more.
Oh, my God.
Because no one likes these except me.
Oh, no, I will...
These were Christmassy.
No, I'm going to tell you I like those.
A blue tin of Danish Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
Every house, I would say, in England and America probably
them.
has a sewing tin in these.
Yeah. All your needles and your threads
Your
going
needles and your threads.
Your biscuits.
Going, and I only buy them at Christmas personally myself, but I found these this week.
Being that my diet's completely out the window, I'm going to do a sugar-covered one.
Do that.
Because you've ruined me today.
Go on, Owen.
I'm not going to be able to eat till 1 o'clock tomorrow now.
No, you'll be fine. They're all basically the same, just a different shape, aren't they?
Go on, say it.
What?
Be all right.
Be all right.
Yeah.
That's the way that I get you to do things. Be all right. So there we go. Those are your 11sies snacks.
Thank you, Adam.
But what?
This was great.
What else do you get at Christmas?
Crackers.
Nope, there's just
edible?
3 white guys in a room here, so that's covered. What else do we have?
What, like food-wise? Or
No, what's Christmas good for?
Presents. You brought me a present.
Well, I wouldn't be a good Santa Claus if I didn't, did I?
Sorry, who?
A Father Christmas.
Yeah, Father Christmas
we
in
have
England.
A bit of both. This will be online by the Christmas special, so you can get these in time for Christmas. The very first merch.
You are joking me, man. Adam.
Fish and Brits trucker hats.
Mate, I was literally making these yesterday.
There you go. Your very own Fish and Brits trucker caps.
What the Mate, honest to God, I'll show you on my phone. I was trying to make these 2 nights ago.
Yeah. Well, you told me the other day, I need a hat.
Yeah.
So I got you a hat.
I always wear a hat. I've always got a hat on.
So there you go. Producer Owen is sporting one. I'm sporting one.
What? I've got a...
You're welcome.
Jesus. We're moving up in the world. We've got merch.
But yes, just in time for Christmas, fishandbrits.com. Keep an eye on us around December. You'll be able to get all your Fish and Brits merchandise needs.
Yeah, we're gonna need pictures of these.
Oh, absolutely. We'll take a nice one after the show today.
Did you lads bend your brim, or do you keep them flat? How do you wear your brim?
Well, it's a trucker cap, so it's got to be bent a little bit.
I guess, but I like to wear them straight. I don't know why.
But there you go.
It's the skateboarder in me.
So that's Father Christmas taken care of for you. Oh, he's having a picture taken now.
Yeah. My hat, my new hat.
And your new hat.
Oh, thanks, Adam. These are great, man.
Do you hear music?
Well done. Yeah, we're rocking out. Owen's rocking out.
Producer Owen's got some music going.
He got very excited that he threw something.
He had a glass of port, and suddenly he's playing music in the corner.
He's like, I've got a hat on, and I've thrown this down, and let's blow some tunes. Were they Christmas tunes?
It was your phone, wasn't it?
So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun.
Cha-cha-cha.
That's a good English Christmas song.
That's a good one.
That is.
It's almost like it's on the pre-production for our Christmas special. I'm not saying that's on the list.
Again, this is why I need information sometimes.
Well, you and in the separate group chat with me and Owen, we've got a production meeting on the books for after season 1. You'll be interviewed for that. You'll be invited to that.
Do we know why I'm not informed on anything? Is it a reason?
Because it's just so much easier.
Oh, great, thanks.
Well, no, because then you don't overthink things.
Yeah, true. I do overthink things, don't
I just pull you along,
all right,
and you drink wine.
Pinky down. Don't put your pinky up.
Oh, yeah. We learned that one this week, didn't we? Don't put your pinky up when being fancy.
Do you know why, Owen? Go on, tell him, Adam, because you've got...
Putting your pinky up
yeah,
was a signal to other diners that you had syphilis.
Boom. So now, with the syphilis lads, let's go to the corner, and we can hang out with each other and not get anybody else contaminated.
That's a different bar.
Isn't that weird? I was like, why is that real?
Well,
And it
Merry
is real.
Christmas, Happy Christmas,
Yeah.
Santa Claus, Father Christmas.
Happy Christmas, everybody. Adam, thanks, mate. Thanks
You're
for
welcome,
all the,
you're
the
welcome.
prezzies. This is a mental.
I'm going to take this hat off because it's bloody hot. We'll do it. I think it's time for the news headlines.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. I should probably give you a lead-in for those one day. Oh, actually, that wasn't too warm. That's back on.
Coming to the news, we have Adam Graham in his new baseball hat, looking fancy dandy.
Bum, bum. Right, it is time to go to the news and the headlines.
What have we got?
This week, coming from The Independent, a news source, I will not give judgment on it.
Okay.
Girl discovers weird tasting chocolate. Hang on, the computer glitched.
Thanks, Microsoft.
Girl discovers weird tasting chocolate advent calendar she had been eating was meant for cats. I thought she was just being picky, mother says. Despite the unusual taste of the chocolates in the £1.99 Garfield advent calendar her mother had bought her, 9-year-old Alyssa soldiered on. But after 4 days, she decided enough was enough, and from then on in, didn't open any more of the doors. It was another week later before she told her mother that she did not like the green-tinged treats and hadn't been eating them. Upon turning the calendar over to check the ingredients, the 26-year-old, I guess that's the mother, not the daughter, learned the morsels behind each door did not contain apple-flavored chocolate, as she had apparently concluded. Who has apple-flavored chocolate? You're taking a selfie of your hat over there,
I am. I
aren't
love
you?
this hat, man. This is. I was literally making one last night. Go on, continue.
As she had apparently concluded, but were in fact made up of yogurt and catnip treats for cats. Bloody hell, so she was high before going to school as well on that one. It looked a bit green, thought they were probably just apple-flavored and didn't think anything of it. She hadn't been eating them for a few days. I remember thinking they did look a funny shade of green and didn't have a chocolatey smell. Well, I mean...
Brilliant. She looks thrilled in the picture.
She looks thrilled. Well,
is that a video? What is that?
I don't know. Let's have a look, shall we? I don't think we have to... Girl discovered weird tasting advent calendar. Florida Blue. It comes up with a Florida advert. No, we won't need that.
Maybe that wasn't her then.
Maybe not.
It was a fitting picture for the thing.
But yeah, what do we think on that one? Is that something that you should have expected? It's Garfield, which could be a cat or,
I mean, read the box.
It's a film. Yeah.
Wouldn't it say somewhere in there, cat treats?
Yeah, you'd think that.
Or your favorite cat treat. Well, Garfield's a cat. This is his favorite treat. My kid's going to love it.
Yeah. Do you have an advent calendar?
Yeah, we do. We do get them in.
What do you do? Do you do the chocolate ones?
Well, we get different ones sent. Jen's mum will send us advent calendars. So we've done different, like, little ornaments or different. Yeah, they're different every year. That's not usually.
Right.
When I was a kid, it was always like a chocolate in it. Or something,
Right. I remember my favorite one I ever had, back when I was much, much younger, was a Terry's chocolate orange one. I remember it to this day. They were little round chocolate oranges behind each door. I remember that. I remember where it was in the kitchen, coming down each day to get that bit of Terry's chocolate orange before going to school. I haven't ever found a Terry's one ever since, but I'd love that one again. We have a, I've mentioned them before, we have a Fortnum and Mason's advent calendar. Actually, your daughter commented once on how many bloody advent calendars we have in our house. She went, why have you got so many? We've got a lot of the decorative ones. I've got the one from Christmas Vacation, the film.
Yeah.
The National Lampoon film. That's not big in England. We'll cover that at Christmas, I think.
Yeah, you're massive into that movie.
Huge film. I never saw it before I got here. But I've got the replica of the one that he opens in that with the lit up doorways and the little pictures. I've got that one.
The whole thing, and yet the whole display.
Oh, the whole display.
Mental.
And then I've got my one from Fortnum and Mason's, which is a wooden, hand-built one where you put different things in each doorway. It's one of those that you can refill each year with whatever you want in there. So I put some Cadbury's. Is it Celebrate Cadbury? No, Miniature Heroes is the Cadbury's ones. So I put some of those in one year. Just mix it up with different things each day. And I'm sure when Bryson gets older, we'll play with that a little bit more. But I don't know why I love an advent calendar.
Yeah, I like it too. JC loves them. We have one that goes on the fridge, and yeah.
You remember just the ones that just had a picture behind them?
Yeah. Those
see, I've got one of those.
Or some kind of posh saying. You know what I mean? Something like inspirational. Oh no, give me a chocolate.
I've got one of them.
Of course.
No,
you do.
I don't. No, I
No,
don't.
you don't like. You
no,
know
I
you
don't.
have.
I actually don't have one of those, but
You'll
sounds
have one
good.
this year. You watch.
Yeah, fishandbrits.com in the merchandise aisle. So there we go. We have green tinged chocolate for Advent. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, our next one comes from Metro, which we know is one of my favorite sources of, well, crap news. Entire pavement stolen overnight from village. Police are searching for concrete evidence. I see what they did there.
Oh yeah, nice.
After an entire pavement was stolen from a West Sussex village, dozens of paving slabs were... My God, that port hits quickly, doesn't it?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Dozens of paving slabs were dug up and removed from Rycroft Lane in Storrington between Sunday night and Tuesday morning. That makes more sense. Alan, a resident of the village, told how the slab thief had made a right old mess. There are concerns the incident could pave the way for more crime in the area. I love British journalism. You know the guy.
The way.
You know the one who wrote this is just going to town, patting themselves on the back.
Just wait, lads. Wait till this drops. You're not going to believe the lines I've put in this one. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
James Wright, the district councillor, told the County Times it looks like they were stolen overnight, which is obviously shocking.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
it would be a bit more bloody shocking if it was done during the day, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But they're big slabs, too. They're
not small.
That's not a one-man job, I'll tell you that.
The police are aware, and the district council community team are assisting the police and the parks team who are responsible for the car park are on their way down to make it safe. A spokesperson said, at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, March 2nd, police received a report that sometime between Sunday night and Tuesday morning, so Monday, a quantity of York stone sometime between Sunday night and Tuesday morning. That's Monday, is what we call it.
I think Monday's when it happened.
A quantity of York stone paving had been dug up and stolen from a council car park in Rycroft Lane. Anyone with information can contact Sussex Police.
I mean, was it that whole section that they nicked?
Yeah, look at it.
That is what did they even load that into? Well,
probably a car.
No, that's not going in a car. Are you kidding me?
Probably a couple of cars.
That's a truck.
How did no? I mean,
that's a truck and heavy artillery.
It's gotta be.
Not a hammer and chisel job.
I mean,
and the council will fix it.
The council will fix it in 5 years.
Yeah. No, they're going to think about it in 5 years.
You know, there's
Where's
that
this again?
old West Sussex, down south.
Yeah. 10 years.
I don't think you would think twice about it. If you saw someone digging up that, and if they had a reflective vest on or something...
Yeah, that's workers going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even question it, would you?
No, not really.
I mean, Wayne, you...
Don't say I've nicked things.
Okay. Have you not nicked things?
Yeah.
Where'd you get those pieces of grass from?
Listen. They were in the rubbish section of the construction site. And I asked the lad, hey man, is that pallet of grass right there? Is that rubbish? Is it junk? What is that? He's like, oh yeah, that's theirs. Yeah. I was like, would you mind if I took a couple of pieces? I've got some patchiness in my yard. He goes, yeah. I mean, I may have taken half the pallet, but it was rubbish. So yeah, I didn't nick it. I asked politely.
And how about every time we come to the studio and we drive past the big wood pile and you go, ooh.
It's rubbish. If it's in the skip, it's rubbish.
You can take the scouse out of Liverpool.
Too sorry, lad. Well, listen, so here's the thing, though. I mean, that's one thing that baffles me about here is when they're building houses, first of all, they go up like Lego pieces. And, you can build a house in a week here, and then we've got to withstand hurricanes. Mental. But they take all that wood. That wood's expensive, man.
Oh,
They use it for framing. They maybe put 4 nails in it to hold up something, to line something up. Then what do they do with that? With those beams? Oh dear! They throw it in the trash. You could reuse that. You just cut the ends off where the nails went in, and you can reuse that. But no, here, let's bung it in the bin. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go pick it up. I'm going to make some shelves for my tools in my garage. That port just kicked in right in the word garage then.
Well, today's
Garage.
episode has been brought
In
to
the
you by the
garage.
Home Depot.
Garage is what you park your car in. A garage is where you get your gas from.
Oh, that's very good.
Thank you. That was some English to American for you.
Was that? There you go.
Yeah.
So
But
there you go.
that's a big job. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's someone with a vendetta.
I'm surprised that's not in Liverpool.
Why would you say that? That's rude. That's stereotyping.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
But yeah, that's a 10-man job. That.
Isn't it?
And where did they put it?
Somewhere else.
How do you hide that much concrete slab?
That's-
Those things are hundreds of pounds each. That's machinery moving that as well. That's not just overnight we nicked about. I'm trying to do the math on those flags, on how many flags are there that they've taken. Is it called flagger thing? Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've lost it, mate.
Yeah, sorry.
Next. But yeah, you can go to our...
Rambling now.
You can go to our Instagram or fishandbrits.com and go to the link in the bio where we'll have our website there. Where
Go to the bacon, I call it.
That's the one. What?
The bacon. It's got the beacon in it. What the...
Oh, Beacons.
Yeah.
That's the brand name of it.
I know,
yeah.
but I keep calling it bacon.
Oh, definitely needed some context on that one.
Everyone keeps asking me, we can't see the stories. Can you explain them a bit more?
Yes.
Go to the bacon.
Go to fishandbrits.com and then click the tab that says link in bio, and it'll take you to all of these. There's a little drop down for all of the news
Yeah,
stories.
you can see everything we're looking at. Right now, we're looking at
the week.
pathway, and the concrete's been completely ripped up, and it's dirt and 2 cars. One's red, one's silver. How's that for describing what we're reading?
Perfect.
Nailed it.
All right, I think it's time for our specialty segment of the week, which this week we're going back in the kitchen. This one is going to be quite a volatile one, I believe. There was a recent survey where we do love a good rank in England, don't we? That we are always ranking things. Classic British cuisine ranked by Britons. I think this is from YouGov, which is a legitimate site. They were just quoted in the New York Times today for the political things happening in the USA right now. So YouGov is a legitimate polling site. Would we like sweet or savory first?
Let's go with savory. We've done all these sweets here, the chocolate and the thing. Let's go savory.
So we'll go to savory first for this one.
That's a good-looking Yorkshire pudding.
We have God tier, top tier, mid tier, low tier, or crap tier. Thank you, YouGov, for that one. For savory foods, let's go to God tier first, see what we think. Pull a few of these off. Yorkshire pudding, I think that's...
Yeah, that's already, yeah.
Anything that I cannot legitimately make in the USA, I can't make my Yorkshires rise in Florida to save my life.
Really?
Not at all. It is an ongoing conversation in my family on how to get Yorkshires to rise in Florida.
Oh, yeah. Jen makes my wife makes a good Yorkshire pudding.
Does she?
My sister makes an amazing Yorkshire pudding. My sister.
They're
massive. I'll have to ask.
I want the little muffin tin size ones.
That's what we make at our house, but my sister makes these big.
I wonder if there's something to do with how hot you get the oil in the muffin tin. Have a word with her on that one. See what a Yorkshire recipe
I'll ask
is.
her.
A Sunday roast, God tier, absolutely.
Yeah, God tier, Sunday roast, absolutely.
If
Roast beef,
I was
roast
on
peas.
if I was on death row or deathbed, a Sunday roast would
That'll
probably
be
be
your
it.
last one.
I think so.
I'd go English breakfast, but yeah.
I mean, same day. You can have
True.
breakfast and dinner.
Well, then you set full
That's
English
it.
and a Sunday roast, please.
Fish and
then,
chips.
Slap that in my arm.
Yeah, fish and chips got to be in there.
I'm talking about the gravy.
Crumpets. You know, I almost bought some crumpets this week.
Did you?
Yeah, I love a crumpet.
I wouldn't God tier them.
That's fair. You
I'd
drop them down a
mid-tier.
little bit. Mid-tier?
Yeah, I'd mid tier.
Okay, fair enough. Full English, obviously.
Oh, yeah, God tier. We just talked about it.
Bacon sandwich.
Has it got HP sauce on it?
It can do. I'd drop it down to top tier instead of God tier. We'll put these all
I'll
on
agree
the
with that.
socials
I'll
so you
agree
can
with
see
that.
these, by the way.
Bacon butty with HP on it.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Oh, I sent you a picture of some HP sauce this week, didn't I?
Yeah.
I had some with, I forget what it was that I was having it with, but this is how much we like some of the British things that we can't get often over here. I got HP sauce for Christmas last year, and that was my bottle of it. I think it was my dad. He wrapped it up in a big box
Casa.
and gave me this. Yeah, gave me this box with a bottle of HP sauce, and it was great. Oh, what did I have it
My
on?
mum's always got a bottle at their house. Always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like an HP
Yeah,
sauce.
and salad cream.
I didn't growing up, funnily. HP. When I
Really?
grew up, I was all in the ketchup. Now I'm into HP.
Oh, yeah. And I wasn't a ketchup lad growing up, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember always having like Daddy sauce or HP sauce.
Oh,
Um,
all right, top tier. There's only 3 in top tier. Bangers and mash. Fair.
Mid tier.
Cottage pie
It's
and
plain.
shepherd's pie.
Same
They
thing.
can stay in top tier. Which one do you prefer, cottage or shepherd's?
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd.
Yeah.
For those, this is, if you ever want to get me angry, it's calling cottage pie shepherd's pie.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that Americans have made all sorts of justifications for it, but they are different. A shepherd's pie is with lamb,
Yeah.
hence shepherd's. A cottage pie is usually with beef, but we will allow other things for whatever's available.
Whatever's
but a
groundable.
shepherd's pie is specifically for lamb.
Yes.
There are no other exceptions to that in my mind.
I agree.
The amount of times we go to a British pub, an Irish pub, and you see shepherd's pie made with ground beef, mince in the UK.
Mincemeat.
That's a cottage pie. And I don't understand why that doesn't get all the way through.
You ever do chips and mince?
Oh yeah. Oh, we used to have my grandma. This was kids' meal growing up. We used to do mince, mashed potatoes, and baked beans.
Oh, all right.
That was what you got on the plate. This is why I look so healthy now.
Yeah, I do chips and mince. My mum still makes that. Chips
No
and
one
mince.
can make mince like an English person because it has you put the ground gravy granules in it as well.
Bisto.
Bit of bisto in it to make it a bit thicker. It's not just ground meat on a plate. It's this whole.
Yeah, gravy. It's like a whole. Yeah, you're right.
It's like a bolognese sauce almost.
Yeah. I would equate it to that.
It's
yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of
But
consistency,
It's
at
the
least.
gravy. Yeah, that
Yeah.
consistency. The gravy, though.
Mid tier. All right, this is where we're going to get wrong. Toad in the hole should be way higher, I think. Yet no. Owen has definitively said no. You're not a toad in the hole fan.
I'm not a massive. Describe a toad in the hole.
Toad in the
for people
hole
that
is
don't know.
a big Yorkshire pudding made in a baking sheet, a baking pan, with sausages baked into it.
Yes.
And you can have that sliced with peas, with vegetables, with mashed potato even in that one. Whatever you would like with it. What?
Yeah, I think I'm low tier with that too.
Low tier on a...
Yeah, I don't think I'm mid in it.
I don't know how I'm looking at
I
you
don't
two
think-
slagging off a toad in the hole like
I
this.
don't remember really having it that much. Is why I'm not like.
No?
It's not something that we had.
I don't think we had it
lot
at home, but I had it out. It was that was a good Sunday roast main. No?
No, not me.
Oh, all right. Okay, I am overruled on that. I know what I'm losing. Cauliflower cheese.
No, thank you.
I mean,
I'll eat cauliflower, but
yeah, it's cauliflower with like a mac and cheese sauce on it. If you're an American here, it's just a cheese, probably a bechamel or something like that sauce baked into it. I think it's pretty good. I've seen it more recently in Sunday roast and on Christmas dinner. I don't think it has any place in those.
no.
You had it for Sunday roast? All right.
No. I mean, we have cauliflower, but I never put cheese on it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think cheese on a roast.
No.
It doesn't work with the gravy for me.
No.
Cornish pasty.
That can top tier.
That can
for
top
me.
tier it up
Cornish
there.
pasty.
Pie and mash. I don't think we'd be British if we didn't.
No. That can go up to God tier.
Yeah.
For me.
A good pie and mash.
Steak pie and mash.
Oh, Chris loves the chicken and mushroom.
Yeah.
You know, she actually
Steak
got
and
it.
mushroom.
She actually got the chicken and mushroom put on to our old pub's menu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they put out a, hey, what else would you guys like to see? She actually responded to it and got chicken and mushroom put on the menu there.
Well done, Chris.
Chicken tikka masala. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, a curry is
Curry
the
and
British
chips,
national
curry.
dish.
It is now, yeah. Yeah.
People think it's fish and chips. It's a curry.
It's a curry dish.
I think that can go up.
Vindaloo.
Ploughman's lunch, lovely. That's
Yeah.
a good salad.
That's a good mid tier.
And Welsh rabbit.
Never did it.
Owen?
Welsh rabbit?
It says Welsh.
No.
No, never had it.
No.
Bollocks to that.
Yeah, no.
All right, this is where we're going to get low tier, bubble and squeak. Put that up.
That goes up for me.
Yeah.
You don't like bubble
You're not a
and
big
squeak?
one, Owen.
I'd mid tier that.
I'd mid tier that. That's a solid side.
Beef Wellington,
Beef
low
Wellington.
tier.
Come along now. That can go
That's
right up.
top tier.
The things Gordon Ramsay has done for Beef Wellington.
Yeah.
I've had one of Gordon's Beef Wellingtons.
Have you? Oh,
I
you
have.
went in. Is that when you went Vegas?
We went to Vegas. We
Right.
went to Hell's Kitchen and had Gordon's beef Wellington.
That's not me and him. That's his.
No, it's my wife.
Yeah.
She didn't have it though.
Oh no, what did she get?
Because she had Bryson going on inside while we went, and they wouldn't do her a well done one. They were.
Yeah.
I understand it because they all come out at the same time. But
as it should be. You shouldn't have it. Done.
I mean, she wanted to try it at least.
Yeah. You have to go back now.
But yeah, don't tell
Does he
me.
do
I
it
love Vegas.
at the place down here? Does he do
No,
it? Oh.
no, I haven't had a good one in
That's
town.
just a chip shop, right?
All right, now a Scotch egg has been put on low tier. That's God tier. That's God tier.
Yeah, we do love our Scotch eggs, don't we? We just had one today.
We did, yeah. We had one for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Scotch egg. We've said this over and over again. For me, is the quintessential British food item. Low tier. Whoever voted for that.
Yeah.
Lancashire hot pot. I've never had that.
What goes in a Lancashire hot pot? Because my mum made me a hot pot
Couldn't
2
tell you.
years ago with lamb in it, and it was
Is it like a stew?
yeah. It had potatoes in it, and it had lamb in it, and the gravy flavor in it.
Right.
So here's the thing: it was so good. I said, "Mum, I need to know how to make that," and I feel awful, but I've never tried it because I don't want to mess it up.
Right.
And not have what we had that one dinner. So I'll ask my mum. Is the Lancashire hot pot the same thing we had when she made it? What's in a Lancashire hot pot? Did you look it up?
Consists of lamb, mutton, and onion.
Lamb, mutton, and
onion.
onions.
Or lamb or mutton.
Oh, okay.
And onion, topped with sliced potatoes, slowly baked in a pot.
Yeah, that's
So it's
it. That's
potato
what she
and
made
lamb.
me then.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, that, because my mum made it, is going to God tier.
All right, fair enough.
It was one of the best dishes I'd had.
A pork pie. I would put that top tier, not
Top tier.
God tier.
Yeah,
That
top
should
tier.
not. There is no reason for pork pie to be low tier.
Steak and kidney pie, that is God tier. Sorry, I got angry then.
That's crap tier.
Steak and kidney pie.
I can't do kidney. I
What is
hate kidney.
wrong with you?
Kidney is one of those flavors that.
I will tell you, I'll only do it in a pie. I can't have it for. I mean, it's just steak and kidney pie will just.
I will, as much as I love British food, I will never be able to do the things we do with offal, with kidneys, liver.
Oh, don't
liver and onion.
No, liver and onions off the table.
No, none of that.
No liver and onion for me.
So for me, that
Steak kidney pie is good,
I will
though.
let you have your opinion. For me, that can stay on the lower crap tier.
Okay.
Same when we get to crap tier with steak and kidney pudding.
What's the difference?
Well, a pie and a pudding are different.
Is it the crust?
I believe a pudding is steamed, and
You're
and
right.
A
It
pie
comes
is
in a
baked.
tin, doesn't it?
I mean, no, a proper one is steamed.
Well, I'm a Scouser, so it comes in a tin.
All right, there you go.
Poor, remember, poor lad.
There you go. Black pudding,
For me, that's going top tier.
top tier.
That goes on the full English.
I'd put that mid tier. Owen is disagreeing with this
I
one.
love black pudding. I don't know why. And here's the thing: when I was a kid, I was like, no.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, the switch went flip, and I was like, I love black pudding.
Kippers. I know no one else
Nope.
like these.
No, thank you.
I'm good with a kipper.
Crap tier.
Okay, you can have that. I'd put that a little bit higher. Fair enough. Liver and onions, jog
Done.
on down
Yeah,
south.
crap tier.
Haggis. Sorry, Scots.
Crap
Can't eat
tier.
it. I don't think we can say that next one. That's
The
it's
food.
it's for it's the derogatory F word that is often used. We love our
Rhymes
fans.
with
maggots.
Bob Saget's.
Yeah, those are those are just meatballs, really, aren't they?
I think I don't know what they are.
I can't think that I've ever had one, but
Do they come in twos?
oh, good grief! Lava bread. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, it is.
What's lava bread? Oh, it's Welsh. Of course.
Oh. Is it like a soda bread?
Hang on. He's pulling it up.
Actually, it looks more like a biscuit, like a wafer.
Owen, for this, as this is your nationality, we give you permission to pull the microphone close.
Oh, come on. Welcome, Owen.
It's edible seaweed.
Oh, turn your
Is
mic
that
off.
it?
Turn your mic off.
It's a cake of edible seaweed. It's horrible.
Oh.
You wasted your one chance on Mike for edible
Edible
seaweed. Blech. And jelly deals. No good comes from a jelly deal.
Why?
All right, that's the savory. We'll try and hustle through the sweets,
Yeah,
I think, on
let's
this
burn
one.
through the sweets.
There's far less.
Oh, it's going to be easy.
God tier, scones and Victoria sponge.
Victoria Sponge, absolutely.
Yeah, scones can stay up there.
Scones?
Yeah. What do you... All right, let me test you on this one.
I put... Oh, go on.
What do you do first, jam or cream?
I put jam on. I don't really do the cream. I just put jam on it.
Why do you not put clotted cream on a scone? Owen?
No.
Jam then cream. So you like the Cornish method. The difference is Devonshire and Cornish, one puts the jam on first, one puts the cream on first.
I've heard of that.
I prefer the Cornish method. I'm there with you, Owen. I like the jam on first and then the cream on after that. A Victoria sponge is it's one of the best cakes you'll ever.
Delicious.
My grandmother used to make a great one. Grandma used to do a fantastic Victoria sponge. She was a big baker. That's where I learned a lot of my baking stuff from that I do because I love.
My
to
nan
bake.
was a confectionerist.
Was she?
She did all the fancy icing.
Confectionist.
Yeah, that one.
The confectioner.
That word.
That's the one. Top tier: hot cross buns, sticky toffee pudding, Bakewell tart, and Eton mess. Eton mess can go down.
Yeah, that can go down. It's
Sticky toffee, yeah.
It's just whipped cream with some fruit in it, isn't it?
And some
Cool
meringue. Sticky toffee can probably go up to God tier.
Yeah, sticky toffee pudding's a classic.
Hot cross buns, fantastic.
Yeah. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns, hot cross buns.
But not much you can do with them other than just put a bit of butter on them.
Yeah, true.
So they lose a bit in versatility there. I see why they're in top tier. Mid tier, trifle.
Trifle's going up for me.
Yeah.
I love a trifle.
Mince pie, that's God tier.
That's God tier.
Mince
Christmas,
mince pie,
especially.
yep. We'll see you in December for discussion on that one.
Jam roly-poly, yes. What is going on with this list?
Mid tier is probably fine for that one.
Really?
For me. Yeah, it's just a Swiss roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Madeira cake. Why is that mid tier? That can go down. You used to get that from Aldi.
Yeah.
Knickerbocker Glory.
Ooh.
Hey, we had one of those with Bryson the other day,
Yeah,
didn't we?
we did.
At the semi-finals. Oh, he made a mess.
It was everywhere.
Treacle tart.
Do you want to explain a Knickerbocker Glory?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tall ice cream glass filled with usually the three main, the Neapolitan ice creams, but it can be whichever one you want.
Vanilla, strawberry, chocolate.
I like
cream.
a banana one. I've had one of
banana
those.
in there.
With some whipped cream, maybe some sprinkles, maybe some sauce. It's basically a sundae.
Like a chocolate sauce. Yeah, pretty much.
Treacle tart. It was a regular thing in primary school for me. I think that's fine. Bread and butter pudding, that can go up.
Yeah, that's good.
Bread and butter pudding, if you haven't had it, if you ever see it out there in America, they're pretty good at making it here. A nice thick one. One that you can slice or scoop out. It's stale bread, it's raisins, it's sugar, maybe a bit of cinnamon in there if it's a certain type, usually with some custard on top.
I'm going to have it in a little bit because of the cinnamon.
Yeah. Banoffee pie, never had that in England.
Never had it. Don't know what that is.
Only had that in America. Low tier, Battenberg.
No, up, please.
Way up.
Way up.
A Battenberg is a strawberry and a vanilla cake in a beautiful pattern of 4 squares wrapped in a marzipan.
Marzipan.
There is no reason for that to be in a low tier.
Marzipan, as some people say. Who says that?
I
like that?
fully disagree with whoever came up with this list.
Yeah, no, marzipan and
Spotted dick. How do you feel about a spotted dick?
I feel pretty good about them in a custard. Did you put your custard in yours?
A bit of custard, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of
Oh.
what cream?
Ice cream.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know the Welsh had ice cream. Only just got it in 1939. Low tier Christmas pudding.
No.
And
I will say your dad's Christmas pudding, God tier.
Oh, you like that one, do you?
Oh man, yeah. I always look forward to that every year. Except last one.
I tell you what. No, we didn't have one last year, did we?
No.
No, because I got it from Fortnum and Masons this last year.
Jesus.
That's
why you didn't share it.
I would put the Christmas pudding up in God tier.
Yeah, I would too.
Easily. What do you like on yours?
I mean, I like it as is with a bit of the icing, the hard icing on the top.
Oh, you like a bit of that?
Yeah, I like that, and I'll leave it like that. I'm fine with that.
You don't put a custard on or anything like that?
No, not really.
Do you light yours on fire?
No.
I do. You know,
to go.
Here's a tip for you. They say that, traditionally brandy, but the flavor burns off on it. The best thing to do to put on your Christmas pudding to light it is lemon oil. Lemon oil is so flammable, it's ridiculous. It's edible. It doesn't add a big alcohol taste to it, and it's very easy to control.
Oh.
Put lemon oil on it and light that. Try that. I've got a little bottle of it. Eccles cakes, I think they're great. They're a puff pastry with raisins stuffed inside. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's God. I don't think it's tier. Maybe a mid-tier. It's definitely not a low tier.
Is a Welsh cake the flaky pastry?
I know. Welsh
the
cakes.
raisins?
Owen. No, isn't that a pont? No, not
Or was
a
Eccles
Pontefract
cake
thing.
with the flaky pastry? I can't remember.
Eccles cake's the flaky pastry.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
literally
yeah,
just
yeah,
said
yeah.
that.
I was zoning out there for a second.
And then crap tier, deep fried Mars bar.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
good.
I mean that's a Scottish thing, really, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. That was fairground food from Scotland.
Okay.
Deep fried Mars bars. Do we have an answer on Welsh cakes there, Owen?
Yeah, they're a bit scone-ish, but they're flat. They're
Like a scone?
A flat scone.
yeah,
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Okay.
Do you have it with anything?
cooked on a griddle.
Oh, cooked on a
Oh.
griddle. Oh, well, excuse me.
Sugar, dried fruit.
Sugar and dried fruit.
Mm.
Okay, so fairly
All right.
similar to an Eccles cake.
Yeah.
Nice. All
Well,
right.
that was sweet.
It was sweet.
Thank you. I write for the British
Oh.
News now.
For the West Sussex News. Very good stuff. We'll put those all up on the socials on fishandbrits.com and on the Instagram under the link in bio.
In the bacon.
I've got these as pictures, actually, so I might even put them up in the stories, so keep an eye out for those.
Yeah, put them on the Instagram.
If there's anything that you agree with, don't agree with, get in touch. fishandbrits@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Speaking of hearing from you, I think it's time for some listener questions.
Oh, there's the guitar coming in hot.
Bum, 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 Postman Pat, Postman Pat, Postman Pat, and his black and white cat.
Early in the morning.
Just as day is dawn. All right, Postman Pat, lovely stuff, lovely stuff.
Keep that under 10 seconds. We're going to get knocked on that.
Yeah, right, keep it. Copyright.
Someone from the fairgrounds was telling me today.
Yeah.
That tune got stuck in their head thanks to us.
Oh, really?
To us. Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, Pence. Is it
Um,
Pence? Yeah.
All right, season 1, episode 5. Here we go. Our listener questions. Thank you, Owen, for handing those to us.
Cheers, Owen.
Question 1.
Go on. Drink. Sorry, hold on.
Oh, by the way, we had this comment to us this week. Yes, these questions are genuinely from people who've written in, and yes, we get them handed to us from Owen here in the studio. It's one of our fun things.
We have not read them before, right?
that we look forward to. No. This is producing at the finest.
I definitely have. I don't even know what's happening.
No. Question 1. This one comes from Rodney. Hello, Rodney.
Hello, Rodney.
You plonker, Rodney.
Rodney, you
you're not
plonker.
actually, but that comes from Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah. Thanks, Rodney.
Yeah, there you go. I'm looking for great food in town, specifically Scotch eggs. A man after my own heart. Where am I going?
Ooh.
All right.
We've got a good couple of spots.
Yeah, I wouldn't give you a specific place to go to because everyone has their own preferences. Some like them hot, some like them cold. I like them cold,
I like
personally.
them cold as well, yeah.
But a lot of places serve them hot. I would say take that as your sort of your litmus test of going into a pub to see the quality of the food that they've got there. If they get that right, then they might get the rest of it right as well. To me, a Scotch egg should be a good size, probably about the same size as a tennis ball.
Yeah.
If they're a little bit smaller than that, then they've not gone right with the consistency in
There's
the
not enough sausage meat,
Yeah,
yeah.
not enough sausage meat. That sausage meat itself should be well seasoned.
Yeah.
It should be very sagey, bit of pepper in there. If you can get a good Lincolnshire sausage meat, that's your way to go with that one. The egg inside should be the yolk shouldn't be completely one color. There should be a little bit of softness in there. Get a nice sort of a 10-minute egg on that one there. And then when you cut that outside of the egg, it should have a little bit of crunch, a little bit of crust on that outside breading. There are some fantastic ones in town. Look for the color on it on the outside. If it's too brown, no dice.
They've
on that
overdone
one.
it.
It needs to be a good golden orange.
Yeah.
There was nothing better going into one of the old bakeries or butcher's shops of seeing these golden round tennis ball shaped Scotch eggs just lined up on the shelves. And I never ate one hot before here, I don't think.
No, I always had them cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there you go. There's a good way to test. If you can ask the waiter if they can be served cold, you'll know if it's straight out the freezer and into the fryer, or if it's actually been made fresh and refrigerated. That's a good way to check that one, I think, there.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want is one that's been cooked and then just thrown in a fryer to heat it up again, because then you're going to get overcooked on the outside and too tough on the inside. You still want a little bit of softness with that egg. So I can't tell you you're the best place to go until they sponsor us. But those are your markers to look out for. I think we're in agreement there.
Yeah, I agree. And there's some good ones in town.
Yeah, you like a Scotch egg, don't you?
I do.
What do you serve it with? What do you like to dip it in?
I mean, I'll eat it by itself.
Yeah,
but I'll put some HP sauce with it.
I like me with the chips last week. I like a mustard.
Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever put mustard on it.
I went to. I swear we're not sponsored by them. When I went to Fortnum & Mason's in London last year, I had a Scotch egg because they invented them.
Oh,
that's where the Scotch eggs came from. There are a few different stories of it, but a Scotch egg was invented by Fortnum & Mason's as a picnic food item. It was actually originally a breakfast item. It was an egg wrapped in sausage. It's reminiscent of things that you'd get on an English breakfast.
Yeah, English breakfast.
So it was something that you could take with you while you were out on the morning hunt.
Mm-hmm. Easy packable.
Absolutely. People think that it's Scottish. Absolutely not. The etymology of it, it comes from scorching an egg, meaning baking an egg, and they were originally theoretically cooked underneath the roasted meats dripping down, and the oil from those meats over the fire dripping down, and they would put these Scotch eggs in a pan underneath, scorch them with that oil that was dropping down, which is what would cook them.
Look at him. Did you research that? You
I
might be the biggest Scotch egg fan I know.
I actually wrote a paper for my master's about Scotch eggs.
There you go then. Well done. That was some great information. I'm sitting with my mouth open going, what are you going on about?
Etymology of certain food items is fascinating to me.
Well, that was fascinating to me, so that was good.
So there
my
you
dad
go.
used to make a good Scotch egg.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
I made one for you during pandemic.
Yeah.
In the air fryer. I just can't deep fry in the house. But it didn't work as well. But
still good, though.
yeah, still good. Question 2. Oh, blimey.
Oh, no.
From Patty. Harry isn't Charles's son, is he?
Oh.
Right, hang on.
I think I know who Paddy is.
Let me drink a little port here.
Thanks, Paddy.
Right. The answer to your question is yes, of bloody course he is. Let's quit with the Americanized, the sensationalist conspiracy theories. Yes.
Paddy.
This stems from an old rumor that Princess Diana, one of her associates, James Hewitt,
Yeah, horse rider.
yes, looks very
Keyword
similar.
rider.
Stop it. Looks very similar to Harry.
And by very similar, you mean doppelganger? Or do you mean like
Potentially
he's
when
got
he
the
was
same
growing
haircut?
up, but now he looks very, very similar to William and Charles.
What, on the outs with the royal family?
Oh, for the love of
The port's kicking in.
You can tell who the royalist is out of the two of us more than the other one.
I love the royals.
I know. Yes, he is. There is no further debate on that one for my money. I think there is an Americanized way of looking at the royal family, probably through the eyes of The Crown, TV show there, of wanting it to be this big, dramatic, overly sensational tabloids thing, and it really isn't. There are so many detractors, people saying that we don't need a royal family and all of that. I think you're talking absolute bollocks, personally. But yeah, what are your views on the royal family? Let's open this can of worms.
I love the history of it all. I love the regalness that's the stuff that's upheld to this present day of
Tradition.
The tradition of it all is just. I think it's just.
I think there's something
Brilliant.
very valid in
Very
having, in using the terminology now as we have Charles as our king, of having a statesman, of having a figurehead that is not the head of a political party, that is the person to uphold the the mood of the nation, to uphold the traditions, to uphold what makes Great Britain great, for a very dramatic saying there.
Yeah.
There's just something about that separation from being a president, a prime minister, where you have very specific, these are our ways of looking at situations, these are our ways of looking at situations, whereas the king, or the monarch, the queen was excellent at this, not showing a preference either way, but still upholding every person within the country. It is a fantastic feat for the monarch to be able to speak for everyone, yet not take political sides.
Right.
It's not easy to do.
Yeah, and there's lots of people that just are done with it. You're like,
yeah, I mean,
let's get away from it.
No, get over it. It's called history. It's called tradition.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep it. Because when you get rid of history and you get rid of tradition, what else have you got?
Exactly.
There's nothing else to uphold a country for if you don't have those things. Have you ever met members of the royal family?
Never met them, but I did see all the royals. We were in Jersey in the Channel Islands. I think it was in 87, 89, somewhere like 88. I forget what year that was now. My brain's shutting off. But they came to the island of Jersey, so I got to see the Queen and Charles and Diana. And actually somewhere, I'll have to ask my mum. My dad had some photographs of Diana that were taken by a professional photographer for the newspaper. My dad he knew the guy or something like that, and he just had them discarded. So my dad has unseen professional pictures of Diana somewhere at the house.
Oh, nice.
But my dad met Charles. My dad actually, there's some things I don't go into, but my dad met members of the royal family, and met Charles twice, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never actually met them, but I have seen them in person, so that was pretty cool, seeing the Queen in person when I was a kid.
The only two I've spoken to, I spoke to the late Duke of Edinburgh, the Queen's husband, obviously. I know they've changed all the titles around again now. I met him. We saw all of them. We went to Sandringham one Christmas weekend, and that's where they have their Christmas break, and they walk to the church and then walk back, and we happened to be there at the time they were walking to church. And we got to see all of them, top to bottom, Queen down. And I got to speak to he said something to me. It was raining. He goes, "You've got a little rising damp there, I see." I remember that's what he said to me. Thank you, sir. And then Sophie, the Duchess of Wessex, I believe, and she was lovely. But we got to see all of them there as well. I've been within 4 feet of the Queen, which was great, because she was quite the hero of mine. We've talked about this off the podcast many times. You and I were actually together when the news broke.
Oh, yeah, that was not a good day.
It was not a good day, but
it was just sad,
Yeah, we shared that.
What a leg end, as my dad was saying.
There you go.
But yeah, my dad had some ties in with the families and stuff. I probably should know this, and this is probably from a dad cast, but my dad, before he passed, we were talking quite a bit. All this stuff was coming up, and I'm talking to him about The Crown. I go, "Have you watched The Crown, Dad?" He goes, "No, I haven't bothered that." I said, "Well, it's pretty good." I go, "It's not factual. It's a roundabout. What I think you'd enjoy it." And I started telling him about how Winston Churchill was played, and I thought he did a great job. He goes, "Oh, did I ever tell you I had a summer with Winston Churchill?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Wow.
My dad went down and hung out with Winston Churchill for a summer or something with my granddad.
Yeah.
My granddad's got a past of army stuff that he did during the war. And, my granddad was the head pallbearer in Lord Mountbatten's, oh my God, I'm saying that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Captain Walker's funeral.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, what? And I Googled that, and there's a picture of my granddad.
Yeah.
At Walker's funeral. He said, what is happening there? So there's a bit of my family history stuff there that I never really got the full details from my dad. And Dad and I have been talking. I said, "I've got this GoPro camera that we bought, Jace. He's not using it. I'd love to set it up and you just start telling your stories." And he actually went, you know what, that'd be a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Because things were coming to his head, and he'd just go, did I ever tell you about that? And he'd blow my mind every time he'd say something. And it was all factual. He had stuff to back it all up and all this stuff. And then unfortunately we didn't get any of it on the footage. So, but yeah, my dad had ties with them, and apparently I'm related to Lady Manchester at some point. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we call you Lady Liverpools.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, moving on from that. Well, thank you, Paddy, for that.
Yeah.
Can of worms.
Question 3.
Cigars and whiskey soon, buddy.
Okay. Like Winston.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? This is from Ryan. What are your thoughts on Americans attempting British accents compared to Brits doing American accents?
Oh, Ryan. Thank you very
I'm
much,
take
Ryan.
a chocolate cherry for this one.
I think this is going to open a can of worms at the fairgrounds, my boy. We have a lot of friends because of what we do and where we are in the fairgrounds that do a pretty decent job.
Yep.
We are all trained. We have dialect coaching that comes in and helps bring people top tier.
Even teaches us.
Yeah. We I mean, even ourselves, we go through a bit of things just to keep on track. And me, I think there's a lot of people that have no clue what they're talking about or how they're doing it. It drives me. We can hear it from a mile off. We can even the slightest word as hello instantly we know.
It's when you overdo it. It's the Dick Van Dyke.
Yes.
The hello, how you doing? Oh my god,
that happens to me almost every day, 50 times a day, where someone come up, hello, how are you? And it's like, cringeworthy. And that's not a professional performer. Of course, that's your average American.
That's your person on the Ferris wheel.
People. People on the Ferris wheels come up and they go, cheerio. And I now say, why are you saying goodbye when you've just got here?
Right.
Well, you don't understand that cheerio means goodbye. Like, it's not, cheerio, pip, pip. Well, I don't think someone said pip, pip in 2 centuries.
No.
But,
Dickens even thought it was outdated.
Yeah. So for me, I can hear it a mile away.
Yeah.
Some people over-pronunciate everything. And we could go down a whole big... We've only got 10 minutes left, haven't we? 5 minutes?
Well, we've 5 minutes ago. This is
we've
going to be the
gone
longest
15
one.
minutes overtime, but that's my little take on it.
For me, I give full respect to people who do an English accent because I
100%.
I don't do an American accent. I haven't done a role where I've had to do an American accent. It's not something I'm comfortable with. And I believe there are better people for those roles here. Now, I do take acting classes still. My soapbox there is, even though I am a professional actor and have been for many, many years, we should still train. We should still keep things up. And in a month's time, I have to do a full monologue in a full American dialect.
Oh, boy.
For my acting teacher, who's not sure yet. It's standard American is what I'm assuming it's going to be. And my coach is fantastic with dialects. He performs an American dialect I'll name drop here. My acting teacher is Kevin McNally, who was in Pirates of the Caribbean, Designated Survivor. And in Designated Survivor, which I'm rewatching right now, he does an incredible American accent. So it's a little intimidating for me, not doing one even in the slightest.
Right.
And he's given me a Scorsese monologue to do.
Oh, Jesus.
Can
I come and watch?
It's the piece from Casino, talking about people breaking into various different... Not breaking in, but I need to read it again. But it's a piece from Casino. So yeah, that's
You'll be
what
all
I'm
right.
going to be doing.
Be all right.
No, that's annoying. Don't
Be
use
all right,
my own magic against me.
Be all right, mate.
But yeah, I give full respect to people who do an American accent.
I do too.
Because I can't.
I mean, I already kind of have one because I've been here so long. But then, and that's the other thing about the different country accents. There's different sounds and dialects and everything. We've covered it before where, in Liverpool, you can be in the middle of Liverpool and talk like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you go 5 minutes down the road and someone will talk like this. How are you? It's lovely to see you.
Yeah.
They slow it down, whatever. But Wales, different all over the. You'll go across a pond and it's like different sounding.
Yeah.
So British dialects are completely different depending on where you're coming from.
I'd wager there's probably more British dialects than American dialects.
Oh yeah,
Easily.
yeah.
I think we covered that in episode 1.
Here you've got the South, the Midwest, and the North.
Right.
England, you've got to the top.
Just like that.
It's equally as cringy when a Brit does an American accent.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Because everyone thinks we talk like that when we're in England.
Yeah,
You
no.
know what I mean? It's like, no, that's
Nope.
not right either.
But yeah,
Texans don't talk like this neither. Know what I'm saying?
good question, Ryan. Whole can of worms.
Hey,
My
forget
goodness.
about it. How you doing?
We got... You're right over there.
No, the fucking port's kicked in. That's the first F-bomb of the show.
You were told not to.
I know, my mum said
Your
something.
mum said not to.
Oh.
That's
She didn't
it.
say not to. She says just ease up on it.
All right, so 1 an episode.
So basically, that's stop doing it.
Let's stop doing it, isn't it?
I just get comfortable and I use them like commas and exclamation points.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Sorry,
But thank you for that question, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Patty. And
And I think that's
who was the other one? Who was the other-
The other one.
Sorry about that.
We had Rodney, Patty, and Ryan.
Thank you guys for sending. Yeah, if you got more questions, please send them in. Fishandbrits at Gmail. We're looking for more questions.
That's it, fishandbrits.com. If you want the link, there's a little Google form on there that goes right to us. You can stay anonymous, whatever you want. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have any responses to anything that we've got going on here. This has been a great episode. Thank you guys so much. As we say, the reaction has been fantastic so far. We want to keep this going for you, and we look forward to producing some more work. Obviously, as this is the Christmas in July episode, focus in on the fact that we have our Christmas special booked in for December. Date TBC for release on that one, but that's going to be a good time.
Yeah, mate. I mean, thank you for the prezzies and the port, and changing my mind on the port. That's gonna probably come into my house now.
Yep.
And the treats, the hat, mate, legend. Thanks for the hat.
Ho, ho, ho.
Brilliant. Thank you again to everyone for listening. Thank you for the positive, absolutely 1,000,000% positive feedback on this. We're having such a good time. Owen, thanks for being well and being with us this week. We want to say thank you for joining us at Fish and Brits. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share us on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts, baby. Hey, we'll see you next time.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Fish and Brits. Woo!